is the Hollywood Chronicles with Frank McKay. Tune in each week for exclusive interviews with your favorite celebrities.
Frank McKay here with just a wonderful actress. My God, award-winning everywhere you look, all kinds of awards, and deserves every single one of them. And she's terrific, and she's always going to be known for possibly being the in if it's not The Sopranos, it's Breaking Bad, but one of the two greatest shows of its kind, TV shows of its kind. People will be watching these 50 years from now, 100 years from now. The casting people did an unbelievable job, and when Anna Gunn was cast as Skylar White, I mean, forget it. History was made. Also, there's a couple of shows that I thought very underrated. Grace Point, I thought she was terrific in that, and it's quick. You could watch it quick, but she was, boy, I think she was just absolutely terrific. And that, and so many other things. But without further ado, her latest is Most Dangerous Game, New York, and you can see it on the Roku channel. And anything with Anna in it, I could watch. She is excellent, and absolutely thrilled to talk to someone who does what they do very, very well. Anna Gunn, how are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for that very lovely introduction.
Well, listen, you deserve it, and this sounds excited. I'm watching it because you're in it, but if you can give us a little preview of it, and you know, no spoil, of course, but give us a little overview if you don't mind. And I know it follows the career of a fighter, or the happenings of a fighter.
That's right. So the protagonist is a man named Victor, and he's a down on his luck boxer, and he'll do anything to protect his sister. And when he learns that that she's in trouble, he springs into action, and he needs to come up with $500,000 right away to protect her. So he agrees to participate in a deadly game. And the game is to be hunted through the mean streets of New York for 24 hours by 5 of the most experienced hunters in the world. If he survives, he makes, a fortune. Every hour that he survives, for instance, they make a deposit into his account. And so out of sheer love for his sister, he's determined to live. And so that's the basic synopsis.
Yeah, it's oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I said no. It sounds like a modern version of the Most Dangerous Game.
It is exactly that. It is. So it's the man hunts man plot line, and it introduces this boxer this time who is sucked into this game, and the only rule is don't get killed. So every hour also that the money is deposited. Well, I'm not going to go into that because it could be a spoiler. But at any rate, it really is a mixture of action, thriller, psychological thriller, and also you get really emotionally involved, emotionally attached to the character that David Castaneda is playing, because he does such a beautiful job, and his sister as well. Their relationship is at the heart of this struggle, and you never forget that. And it's got such complexity to it, and that's what drew me to it when I read it. And also, Christoph Waltz is such an extraordinary actor. So, to work with him, I left as a chance to do that.
Yeah, it sounds terrific. Listen, I'm going to be glued to it, and I'm looking forward to. My wife and I are looking forward to watching it. Let me ask you something. You said when it came across to you, like you were drawn to it. Is it because you have, a drop a mic dropping moment with Breaking Bad, and everyone figures you got a license to kill now. You can kind of do what you want, and I'm sure that's true to a certain point, because you are gonna you could retire tomorrow and you're gonna be appreciated, and you're gonna be your shows and your work's gonna be there. Is it harder now to choose roles? Is it easier? I don't know. It's hard to tell from a layperson's standpoint. Us looking at it, I would imagine there's some pressure that you don't want to add your name to something that's just not right. Maybe there's some of that. But is it easier or harder to pick your roles at this point?
Well, I mean, it becomes, certainly with something like Breaking Bad that gives you such a obvious, giant boost to one's career. It is easier in some ways because people, know me from that. And sometimes, I still, if there's a role that's very different, let's say from Skylar, this role I was offered very, very happily in Most Dangerous Game. But, if there's a role that's extremely different from Skylar, that people are not, just if they don't know that side of me, if they haven't seen that side of me, for example, then, I have no problem reading for things and seeing, does it fit? It's good for everyone sometimes to see, does this actually fit? Does it work? But in terms of what I choose, yes, I'm always going to go with the writing first. It's what's on the page, and what was on the page for Most Dangerous Game was immediately intriguing and so well crafted that I went, yep, I like this. I want to do this. And I loved the first season, and I just think that there's so much going on that it really does. I just watched it a few days ago. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm a big fan of the story from Richard Connell, right? The Most Dangerous Game, the short story, and it just.
That's right.
Yeah, it just it's just a good modern. I can't believe nobody's done it yet, but it's a great idea to do this. Let me ask you, and I know you hear the same questions over and over, but I got to ask you, at what point did you guys, as a crew in Breaking Bad, at what point did you realize that it's the next level, that it's not just an interesting show, it's not just a good show or a successful show? When did it hit you guys? At what point, in what season did it hit you that no, this is it, this is special, this is exceptional, this is up there with the greats? At what point did you start thinking that personally?
I think after we actually all screened, we had a cast and crew screening at Sony of the pilot, and we all knew how extraordinary the pilot was on the page, but you never know.
Wow.
And we were at the screening, and the lights went down, and we were all silent for a moment because it blew us all away. So I think after that we knew what an incredible show it was, and I think that it was, at first people were saying, oh, it's on AMC. Really? AMC it was back before streaming had really taken off. It was so people caught on to it, but it was a smaller amount of people. I'd say into somewhere into season 2, somewhere around there, when streaming took off. We took off like a rocket ship. It had already been. Brian had already. I think he did. He won the Emmy for his work in the first season, and people knew about it, but it was a smaller sort of group of people. Critics knew about it, and then once it was streaming, it really did just take off, and none of us were prepared for that.
Anna,
but it's happy.
I know a lot of people are waiting to talk to you. We're going to be talking about our most dangerous game, New York, as we let you go. Congratulations on everything. Your whole career is just wonderful, and congrats on this. We'll be watching it. Thanks for being here, Anna. Oh, a website or a social media site? Do you have anything you want to give us?
For Roku, for the show, you can go to #the Roku channel or Instagram @the Roku channel, and it is, of course, streaming. All the shows are dropping today on the Roku channel. No subscription required, and you can also watch it on the web. You can watch it anywhere, and no subscription required.
Anna, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Anna Gunn, everyone. Wonderful, wonderful actress. Most Dangerous Game. New York is upon us, and listen, I know there's a lot of you who just hate Skylar White, the character Skylar White. I can't imagine anybody else playing Skylar White, and to me, Breaking Bad was perfect, and the fact that so many people, despise the character of Skylar White, you know what? It's like the emotions that come out in that just tells you. I don't know. Would it be any better if she was more likable as a character? I think she nailed it. I think she nailed it. You want to hate Vince Gilligan for creating the character or whatever? It's a whole other thing. But don't hate Anna Gunn. She is freaking terrific. That whole cast was great. Betsy Pratt. And oh my God, Bryan Cranston, forget it. Jeez, oh my God, what a show! All of them. I shouldn't even single out, but my God, it just got better and better and better as it went on. And Breaking Bad, one of the great shows of all time. Sopranos, maybe #1. Breaking Bad, #2. It's conjecture, but both of them you can interchange. They're just great. If you haven't seen The Sopranos or Breaking Bad, well, just see it. You're in for a treat. Frank McKay signing off. Anna Gunn, award-winning actress Anna Gunn, has been our very special guest. Most Dangerous Game, New York, is her latest. We'll see you all next time.
You've been listening to the Hollywood Chronicles with Frank McKay. Tune in next week for more celebrity interviews with your favorite Hollywood stars.